All right, let's talk about AI. For so many companies, it's just chaos, right? A bunch of scattered, disconnected experiments. But what if there was a blueprint to bring it all into focus? That's what we're breaking down today. How to get from that chaos to total clarity.
So, let's get right to the heart of it. This is probably the one question keeping every leader up at night. How can I actually use AI to make my business run smarter, safer, and faster? Like every single day. I mean, we're way past the point of asking if AI is powerful. We know it is. The real challenge now is how to harness it.
And you know that one big question, it really breaks down into a bunch of smaller, much tougher questions, doesn't it? Like, what can AI really do for my operating model specifically? Where is it actually going to cut costs, and in which processes? Then you start wondering, do we even have the right capabilities, the right skills to pull this off? And maybe the biggest one of all, what about our people? How are they going to adapt to all this change?
And here's the fundamental problem. Most organizations are trying to answer all those questions reactively. It's like they're buying all the latest, shiniest AI tools and just launching experiments, hoping something sticks. There's no map, no compass, no real sense of how all these little projects connect back to the bigger picture.
And the result of that fragmented approach? Well, it's pretty much what you'd expect. A total mess. You get this AI chaos and duplication, where different teams are probably solving the same problem twice. This leads to broken value chains, massive exposure to cyber risks, and, of course, no clear return on investment to show for it. And through it all, your workforce is completely misaligned because nobody knows what's coming next. There's actually a name for this strategic gap: multidimensional blindness. It sounds dramatic, but it's real. It's that inability to see how all the pieces of your organization, the people, the processes, the tech, the data, really fit together. And it turns out, this is the #1 killer of major transformation projects. So, this is absolutely crucial to understand. When AI initiatives fail to deliver, it's almost never the tech's fault. The AI didn't fail. The strategy failed. It's what happens when you try to bolt a futuristic engine onto a car you haven't even bothered to look under the hood of.
The solution then requires a complete paradigm shift, a total change in how you think about this. You have to stop starting with the AI tool. Instead, you have to start by seeing your entire enterprise, what we call the value system, first. You've got to map the whole territory before you start trying to change it.
And right at the heart of this system is the value chain. Now, this isn't just some boring flowchart. Think of it as the complete living network that shows how you create value, how you deliver it to your customers, and just as important, how you protect it from risk across your entire ecosystem.
And here's what that first step actually looks like in practice. It's about building a dynamic model that maps out the full spectrum of your operations. This becomes your single source of truth for how your business really runs end to end. But look, a simple map isn't the magic bullet. The real breakthrough comes when you start adding layers of critical information on top of it, what the source material calls overlays. You map out who does the work, which systems they use, how data flows, and then you can see exactly where AI could fit, what cyber risks pop up, and where your biggest skills gaps are. And once you do that, you immediately see the two critical sides of the AI coin. On one side, you have operational AI, which is all about creating value by making things more efficient, and on the other, you have cybersecurity AI, which is all about protecting that value. You absolutely need both working hand in hand.
This is where it all comes together. When you map these capabilities onto your value chain, you finally stop just collecting random tools. Instead, you begin building a structured, intentional AI portfolio. You can see exactly which type of AI, whether it's perceptive, predictive, or generative, is needed for a specific process to get you a specific outcome.
And what you're left with is this: the AI operating blueprint. It's a clear, actionable plan for your entire company that shows you where to invest, what to sequence, and what value to expect, all while managing your risk.
So if you take just one thing away from this, let it be this. We have to stop thinking of AI as just another technology project.
Because it's not. It is fundamentally an operating model redesign challenge. It's about reimagining how work gets done, how decisions get made, and how value is created and protected across your entire organization. It's only when you approach it from this strategic perspective, mapping the value chain and its overlays first, that AI finally becomes what everyone promises it will be. It becomes investable, secure, governable, scalable, and ultimately, truly transformational. So we'll leave you with this question.
The core principle here is that you can't transform what you can't see. So looking at your own organization, do you really have that clear, unified view of your enterprise? Because having that view is the first and most critical step to unlocking the true promise of AI.